What's up, nation? Okay, we got a match. It is a one-on-one. I'm sorry it's not something cool. Actually, no, it's not. It's an Extreme Rules match. That's what we have going on because you guys were like, no more one-on-one matches, Tubby. And that's what we've got, even though there's probably going to be a bunch more one-on-one matches. So we have Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this is probably not going to be the only time I make a match like this, because we still have to see what the stipulation is, if it's just going to be a one-on-one or if we're going to get some sort of stipulation match coming in to WrestleMania 28. Now, I have to agree with, Sheamus choosing Daniel Bryan. Now, obviously, we knew Punk was going to face Jericho. We knew that match was going to happen. The only question is whether it was going to be for the WWE title. So there was speculation, and there really wasn't much of a choice, so to speak. The only way we were going to get Sheamus facing anybody other than Daniel Bryan was if, Jericho or Punk wasn't the champion, and it was like Dolph Ziggler, and I could see Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus possibly at WrestleMania. But now it comes down to, is this going to be the end for Daniel Bryan? They've been building him up for months. He's starting to be a role model. Well, not a role model. I mean, he's obviously getting, heel beef, and he's getting a lot of heel beef. He's over pretty well, with the crowd. When I was there and he started talking about being a vegan, the crowd legitimately went off on him and was hating him, which is a good thing when you're a heel. But the question is, though, does that mean that the WWE either pushed him, too fast, too slow? What is going to happen if he starts to, lose that belt and he does lose to Sheamus? What's going to happen to him? Is he going to get a rematch at Extreme Rules? Are we going to get it drawn out? Maybe he wins by DQ at WrestleMania 28, and it kind of leaves you with, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, because if he loses it, I don't want to see him become one of those guys that loses the title. When Jack Swagger was the world heavyweight champion, and, he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and then now he's down all the way down to the mid-card, not even defending his title as United States champion. I don't want to see that for Daniel Bryan. I don't want to see him digress that far down the ladder. And I think that's what's making it kind of hard for me. What they're painting Daniel Bryan as, and Booker says it the best, he's a champion. It doesn't matter how he wins, it's just that fact that he's winning. And that's the truth. Pretty much all of his matches have been via DQ, count out. He really hasn't got any legitimate wins. And I don't really have a problem with that necessarily. Because a lot of people, have a problem with how arrogant he's become. Like Mr. Hurricane on a live stream last night was talking about how arrogant Daniel Bryan came. No, I don't think it was him. I don't know if it was Ultra Heel Verge. I can't remember exactly who it was that was complaining about that, but that's a good thing. Otherwise, if Daniel Bryan wasn't getting these DQ victories, wasn't getting this count-out victories, even though technically he's probably one of the best, if not the best, wrestler in the WWE right now, professional wrestler, not entertainer, professional wrestler. But if he wasn't getting that, how can you legitimately give him victories over some of these guys? Because just before he cashed in his Money in the Bank, he lost to Sheamus. He lost to Wade Barrett. And, he was on kind of a losing streak, to be honest with you. So it makes you wonder, what is going to happen come WrestleMania? Are they going to downgrade him? Is he going to pick up a lucky victory? Sheamus is on more of a build than anybody, and after all that build, for him to lose, does that make sense? I mean, as much as I love Daniel Bryan, as much as they're pushing Sheamus, why would you have Sheamus lose? And that is the truth, in my opinion. But they did do it last year with Alberto Del Rio's huge fucking push coming into WrestleMania. He won Royal Rumble, he was having this huge push, and then he goes on to lose at WrestleMania, which a lot of people did not think that was possible. So there is a chance that Sheamus, I guess, won't win, and it'll all have been for nothing. But I don't necessarily know if I want to see that. As much as I love Daniel Bryan, he's one of my absolute favorites, I don't know if that's fair to Sheamus. I don't know if that's something I want to see. After everything they've invested into Sheamus, the crowd goes crazy for him when his music drops. The Great White, I think, deserves the title just as much as anybody else on SmackDown. And with all the injuries that are plaguing the SmackDown talent, he would probably be the best and most legitimate champion as a world Heavyweight Champion. Guys, I want to know your thoughts, your feedback, and don't hate on me because I'm going against Bryan. I love Bryan. I'm not hating on him, but I'm just giving you my thoughts and opinions, guys. What do you think come WrestleMania 28? Can Sheamus be a viable champion, or is Daniel Bryan going to find a way to come out squeaky clean and retain that title, at least for a few more pay-per-views, guys? My name is Tubby. Hit that like button if you could. Tubby out.